Hey you guys, and welcome to another book haul video. Yep. Okay, now these first four books I'm going to show you I got from like a thrift shop, so let's start off with those. And the first one is A Little Child's Book of Stories by Ada M. Skinner and Eleanor L. Skinner, and it is illustrated by Jesse Wilcox Smith. Yes. And this book was apparently bought in 1991 as someone's Christmas gift, so that's kind of interesting. And I just decided it was in really good condition and it looked really nice, and I was just like, that seems interesting, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get it and I'll read that one day. And next, I got The Joy of Peanuts Christmas, Charlie Brown specials. I always read that, so I decided it was cute and it was cheap, so I decided to go ahead and get that also. And then I got James Bond, The Secret World of 007. The name's Bond. James Bond. Okay, come on. You guys know I had to do that. And even though this is, probably take that, but, if I take it off, it looks good. It's in really good condition except for the cover. And, I like James Bond. And please, you guys tell me, who is your favorite actor to play James Bond? Mine's personally was Pierce Brosnan, I guess, mostly because, he's the first one I really saw that I grew up with. He's always in my mind. So, you guys tell me your thoughts in the comments below. And then I got The Last Guardians of Everness by John C. Wright. And it was in okay condition and it seemed good. So I'll just read the back for you guys real quick. Young Galen Waylock is the last watchman of the Dreamgate beyond which ancient evils wait. Hungry for the human world for 1,000 years and up to the present day, Galen's family have loyally stood guard, scorned by a world which dismissed the danger as myth. Now the minions of danger stir in the deep, and the long, long watch is over. A new front has opened in the battle between good and evil. The lost war has begun. And it seems really good, and I've been looking it up on Goodreads, and somebody said it was like a mix of mythology, fantasy and sci-fi and also magic, so that's going to be an interesting read. Now I also got some books from my friend, and she gave me a bind up, Thirst by Christopher Pike, and includes The Last Vampire, Black Blood, and Red Dice, and it follows some vampire who's like 5,000 years old, and his sire's coming back to hunt her and kill her and stuff like that, I guess, and she has to decide between some guy and I don't know, but it seemed interesting, so I can't wait to read it. And she also gave me the second bind up, which has Phantom Evil, Thirst, and Creatures of Forever, so that was nice of her. And so next, we cannot forget about eBay, can we? Really, really love eBay apparently. And from the first seller, I got Wicked. It's another bind up. It includes Witch and Curse by Nancy Holder and Debbie Veig. And it follows this girl, Holly, whose parents die in a horrific accident. And then she goes to live with her Aunt Mary Claire and her twin cousins, Amanda and Nicole. But soon she starts to realize that all the secrets that she whispers to her cat and wishes start to come true. And then her friend is attacked by some vicious falcon. And that eventually her and her twin cousins learn that they are involved in an intergenerational war, and that involves witches and secret alliances and stuff, and they have to come into their own destiny, their shared destiny. So that seems really interesting. And of course I had to get the whole series. So next I got Legacy and Spellbound, and then the last one, which is Resurrection. So and next, from a different seller on eBay, I got The Fallen bind up by Thomas E. Snagowski. It includes The Fallen and Leviathan. And I'm just going to read the back for you guys real quick. On his 18th birthday, Aaron begins to hear strange voices and is convinced he is going insane. But having moved from foster home to foster home, Aaron doesn't know whom he can trust. He wants to confide in the cute girl from class, but fears she'll confirm he's crazy. Then a mysterious man begins following Aaron. He knows about Aaron's troubled past and his new powers, and he has a message for Aaron. As the son of a mortal and an angel, Aaron has been chosen to redeem the fallen. Aaron tries to dismiss the news and resist his supernatural abilities, but he must accept his newfound heritage and quickly, for the dark powers are gaining strength and are hell-bent on destroying him. And I am so happy to finally get to read these books because I watched the ABC Family miniseries a while back when it first came out, and I've been wanting to read these books ever since, but I kept putting it off. And so yeah, love this cover. And you know, there's more. I got the second binder, which includes Area and Reckoning, and then the fifth one, which is The End of Days. And man, you just do just so many books. This is 5 books right here. That's a reading to do. So I have some more from that same seller. Probably should have stopped, but I was just looking through all her books and I found some interesting ones, and it is called The Vampire Seduction by Ravenheart, and I'm just going to read the back for you guys real quick. Older than the United States and wealthy beyond his years, Playboy William Kohler Thorne is a vampire with a nice long undead life, one that includes a steady stream of admirers, a constant supply of rejuvenating blood, and best of all, a cover as one of Savannah's most prominent pillars of society. But all good things must end. Now an ancient enemy has come for William from across the seas. It is his sire, Redrick, the vampire who created him, and Redrick will stop at nothing until all that is precious to William, his beautiful mistress, his stable of William female victims, his glorious estates, and his good old boy vampire sidekick Jack is within his voracious grips. But William has an arsenal of his own, one that is enhanced by the power of voodoo, and when these two bloodsuckers meet, there will be hell to pay. More vampire stuff. I just said, well, it's an adult vampire one. Yeah, that's not really an excuse, is it? Because there's more. There's the vampire's secret, and then the vampire's kiss, the vampire's betrayal, and the vampire's revenge. And yes, I have a problem. I know. That's cool, and it sounds so good, and I cannot wait to read it. And also, I have some ebooks or Kindle books for you guys to see, and the first one is Hollowland by Amanda Hawkins, and I'll just read the summary. This is the way the world ends, not with a bang or a whimper, but with zombies breaking down the back door. 19-year-old Remy King is on a mission to get across the wasteland left of America, and nothing will stand in her way. Not violent marauders, a spoiled rock star, or an army flesh-eating zombies. And this is the cover, and it is currently free on Amazon. So if you find that interesting, go ahead. I mean, it's free, so I'm not sure how long it will last. It was free last time I checked still. And then I got another book in the Kindle Daily Deal called A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness, and is the first in a trilogy. And I'll just read this real quick. Deep in the stacks of Oxford's Bodleian Library, young scholar Diane Bishop unwillingly calls up a bewitched alchemist manuscript in the course of her research. Descended from an old and distinguished line of witches, Diana wants nothing to do with sorcery, so after a fear of glass and a few notes, she banishes the book to the stacks. But the discovery sets a fantastical underworld stirring, and a horde of demons, witches, and vampires soon descend upon the library. Diana has stumbled upon a coveted treasure lost for centuries, and she is the only creature who can break a spell. And yeah, I was like $2.99, so it was good. I've been wanting to read this for a while, and this is the cover. It's kind of plain compared to a lot of covers, I think, but it's like I would totally want that as a poster. Nice. And then next, I actually have these next 3 for a while because I meant to haul it in the first one, my first book haul, but I kind of forgot about it. And it is called Walderfall by Lisa Ton Peregrine, and I'm just going to read a summary. Most American teenagers want a vacation in Italy, but Paterni sisters have spent every summer of their lives among the romantic hills with their archaeological parents. Stuck among the rubble of medieval castles in rural Tuscany on yet another hot, dusty archaeological site, Gabby and Leah are bored out of their minds until Gabby places her hand atop a handprint in an ancient tomb and finds herself in 14th century Italy, and worse yet, in the middle of a fierce battle between knights of two opposing forces. And yeah, and it's a trilogy as far as I know, and it has the first one, which is Waterfall, and then the second one, which is Cascade, and then the third one, which is Torrent. Now there is 2 novelettes after this, so I guess if I really love them, I'm gonna get the novelettes afterwards. I guess it sort of continues it in like short stories. So that's nice. And that was it for my book haul. So please tell me if you liked any of these books, if you plan on getting Hollowland by Matt Hawkins, or if you have already have it. What did you think about it? Any of the books, really. What did you think of any of them? Have you added some new books to your wish list now? And just tell me all your thoughts and comments below. And I will see you guys later. And as always, my Tumblr, my Twitter, and my everything will be below. So goodbye, you guys. I'll see you later.